Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 3, Basic Reading. Here I'm Sifat Mandala. As moderator, want to read name of the group, which consists of Reza Aditya, Sylvia Khairunisa, Sofia Marwah, and Zulfia Hanifah, and will be read first by Reza.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Reza Aditya and I will explain about definition of paragraph. Okay, a paragraph is a component of fictional purpose and non-fiction writing. When writing essay, research paper, book, and the other. New paragraphs are indented to show their beginning. Each new paragraph begins with a new indentation. The purpose of a paragraph is to express a speaker's thought on a particular point in a clear way that is unique and specific to that paragraph. In other words, paragraph should be mixing thought or ideas. When a new idea is introduced, generally a writer will introduce a new paragraph. The body of the paragraph is including a topic sentence, main idea, supporting sentence, and concluding sentence. In this paper, we are going to focus on main idea and supporting sentence. Next. Okay, next is main idea in paragraph. Main idea is the big point or the most important idea that the writer is communicating to the reader. Reader often can find the main idea of the paragraph by just looking at the title. Main idea is like the heart of the paragraph or text. It is the controlling idea and supporting sentence within the paragraph should tell you more about the main idea of the paragraph. To figure out the main idea, ask yourself this question. What is being said about the person, thing, or idea? The writer can locate the main idea in different places within a paragraph. Next. And the next is main idea are often found. The first is at the beginning of paragraph. The first sentence often explains the subject being discussed in the passage. The second is in the concluding sentence of paragraph. The main idea can be expressed as summation of the information in the paragraph as well as a link to the information in the next paragraph. Okay, next. After reading a paragraph, ask what point is author making in this passage? Ask the following question. The first is who? Who does this passage discuss a person or group of people? And the second is when. When does the information contain a reference to time? And third is where. Where does the text name a place? Okay. And the fourth is why. Why is do you find a reason or explanation for something that happened? And the last is how. How does this information indicate a method or a theory? Okay, and next, here is another example of paragraph and the point of paragraph. Okay, the movie Apollo 13 was a blockbuster for the summer of 1995. It is an exciting story about space exploration. In the movie, the astronauts get in trouble while they are trying to return to Earth. People in the audience are on the edge of their set waiting to see what happens. What makes it even more exciting is that it is a true story. And in this paragraph, we can take the point. Okay. The first point is the topic is the movie Apollo 13. And the second point is the main idea is in the first sentence. Apollo 13 was a blockbuster for the summer of 1995. Okay, and next presentation by Sylvia.
Thank you, Reja. I will continue the presentation. As teenagers and young adults who do not know what they want to do for the rest of their lives, it is a big decision. There are a number of things you can do to narrow the choices. For example, you can take an interest test, do some research on your own about career, try volunteer work in the field in which you are interested, or job shadow, in which you will spend a day with a person who is working in a field that interests you. These are just a few helpful ideas as you begin to choose a career. In this paragraph, the topic is job of career choices. The main idea is a few ideas to help the readers choose a career. Next. The United States seems to be in love with the idea of going out to eat. Because of this, a real variety of restaurants has come about specializing in all kinds of food. McDonald's is the name of subgroup of restaurants called fast food restaurants. Chances are, no matter where you live, there is a McDonald's restaurant near you. There are even McDonald's in the Soviet Union. Now, McDonald's is trying something new. It is called McDonald's Express, and there is a test seat in Peabody, Massachusetts. It is part of a mobile gas station. This allows you to fill up with gas in field food at the same time. What will they think of next? In this paragraph, the topic is McDonald's. The main idea is in the middle of the paragraph. In the third sentence, McDonald's is the king of fast food if you are able to summarize the information in the passage in your own words. You have absorbed the correct main idea. To accomplish these goals, try the steps listed below after reading a paragraph. Next. Here is how it is easier to determine the main idea. The first, write a short summary in your own words about what you have read. The second, does your summary agree with this general topic? The third is, does your summary contain the same ideas being expressed by the writer? The last, suppose you write a headline that would express your summary in less than 5 words. Next. Supporting sentence in paragraph. The supporting sentence of a paragraph develops the main idea you presented in the topic sentence. When you write a supporting sentence, you should be giving example, reasons, or description to support your topic sentence. Okay. Next presentation by Sophia.
Thank you, Sylvia. And now I'm going to continue this presentation.
So the supporting sentence should focus on the following. The first one, they should provide the main supporting points for the paragraph's main idea or topic sentence. Number 2, there are usually 2 until 4 supporting sentences in a paragraph. 3, they should be arranged in a logical order. And the last one, they should not begin a new topic or introduce a new idea. Next. The example of a supporting sentence in a paragraph. Let's consider the following main idea. Modern automobiles are powered by combustion engines. A writer who wants to explain this idea to readers must support it with an information. The following supporting sentence can be used. A. A combustion engine is an engine that burns fuel to create power. B. The combustion engine replaces horses because they are more powerful and easier to maintain. C. Combustion engines allow us to travel quickly and safely in the comfort of our own cars and trucks. Each of these sentences support the main idea by giving the reader information or context to help understand the writer's focus. Note that a writer will not use all 3 of the supporting sentences together. Choosing the best supporting sentence depends on what the writer is typing to achieve in the paragraph. Next. Parts of a supporting sentence. The information in a supporting sentence depends on the type of support needed. Supporting sentences will include one of the following as their main part: the description or details, facts, and examples. No matter what kind of supporting sentence you find, you will see that the main part of the sentence will be description or details, facts, or example. Next. Now I'm going to explain to you about the types of supporting sentence. Next. Providing useful details. This type of supporting sentence is used when the writer wants to describe a main idea in more detail. It may be that the idea is complicated or new to the reader. It may also be used when the writer wants to add sensory descriptions to a piece. For the example number 1, Antarctica is a dangerous and lonely place. It is the coldest and driest continent on the planet. It is far away from hospitals and food supplies. Unpredictable weather can cause sudden blizzards, which can trap people beneath several feet of snow in a matter of hours. The first sentence is a topic sentence. Note how the next 3 supporting sentences each give details to help the reader understand why Antarctica is a dangerous and lonely place. Okay, for the next materials will be explained by Zulfia.
Yeah, thank you, Sophia. Okay, I will explain about presenting facts or evidence. High fructose corn syrup is bad for your health. It has been linked to the obesity epidemic mostly because of its use in soft drinks. It is also digested by your body more quickly than natural sugars and puts the tremendous strain on your liver. Consuming high amounts of high fructose corn syrup can also cause inflammation of the intestines, diabetes, and heart disease. In this paragraph, the first sentence claims that high fructose corn syrup is bad for you. The next 3 sentences are supporting sentences. The A's provide facts to support the writer's point. Next. Okay, next, providing example. American culture truly is a melting pot of cartoons from around the world. As group of people immigrate here, they bring with them bits of their home culture, which are adopted by Americans and make part of American life. And a vivid example is the amazing variety of ethnic foods that Americans enjoy. Pasta dishes from Italy, salsa from Mexico, and sushi from Japan have all become part of America's dining culture. Another example is the sport and games we play. Martial art from Asia are now a big part of American culture. Soccer football has come from England and Western Europe to be another part of American culture. Even the board games we enjoy, like chess and parcheesi, arrived in America from India.
Look around at all the wonderful things that Americans enjoy, and you will find that many of them were brought here by immigrants from around the world. In this example, the writer states that American culture is made up of cultural elements from around the world. The supporting sentence that's following is a given example of these cultural elements so that the reader can see what the writer is trying to express. Next. How to write a supporting sentence. The topic sentence is what you are trying to express, and the supporting sentences are there to be sure that the reader understands your message. So supporting sentence depend on your topic. The type of supporting sentence you use will also depend on the type of essay you are writing. A narrative or descriptive essay, for instance, you would use supporting sentence that describe and give details. An argumentative or persuasive essay would really on using your supporting sentence to give facts or evidence. An expository essay would need to use plenty of supporting sentences that provide examples. Next. No matter what kind of essay you are writing, keep in mind the following tips. A. Make sure connections are clear. Make sure the connection between the supporting sentence and the topic sentence is clear. Using transition phrases to begin your supporting sentence can make this connection clear. Example, many countries are trying to find ways to use fewer fossil fuels. The biggest reason for this is because of the rising prices. Another important reason is because of the environmental damage that is caused from burning fossil fuels. Next. B. Only give the audience information they need. Example, you need to consider how much your reader knows or doesn't know about your topic so that you can provide useful supporting sentence. For instance, imagine you are writing an essay about the cardiovascular system. If your audience is made of young students is a grade 1 until 5, you will want to include supporting sentences that explain that the heart or lungs are the main organs.
Okay, I think that's all from our group. We as the moderator apologize if there's any mistakes. Thanks for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.